I'm Kristin Hickman. Among other titles, I'm the Associate Dean for Research and Intellectual Life and the McKnight Presidential Professor in Law. I'm a tax lawyer by training, and some of my research is in the area of tax administration. Tax administration itself is a subset or a subtopic within the broader topic of administrative law, so I do a lot of scholarship in the area of administrative law. And over time I've added to that statutory interpretation, separation of powers, and other related topics. Well, they say that tax lawyers are born, not made. My mother's a CPA, and I was a CPA before I went to law school, and so I just continued with that, and that's where my interest in tax comes from. The fact that law school is a marathon, not a sprint, that you need to get plenty of sleep, you need to eat well, you need to exercise, you need to make sure that you do something for fun. You need to not solely focus on law, no matter how fascinating you find it. And I do find it fascinating, and sometimes I struggle with maintaining an appropriate balance, even still. But developing those lifestyle habits will serve you well not only in law school, but over the course of a legal career. I always tell my 1L students that just like French or Spanish or Mandarin, law is a language. And when you first get to law school, you're being bombarded by all these new terms that you don't know what they mean or how they fit together, and you have to start learning the language of law. By the time you get to, certainly your 2L year, maybe even your second semester, you're learning exponentially. It's an immersion experience, so you start to pick up that language pretty quickly. But as you become more conversant in the language, then you start to understand and explore and experiment with the nuances and the shadings, and you start to use that language yourself as a means of communicating your own ideas, or in the case of clinics, for example, the ideas of your clients. And that's the learning process that I see going on as students make their way through law school. I like gardening. I read a lot of fiction. I watch NFL football. And, occasionally I've been known to play a video game.